Hi guys, my name is David and welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be reviewing Doing Harm by Kelly Parsons. I first found out about this book after watching a video on Pygmy Puff Reads' channel. I will put a link down below in case you want to check out that video. It was posted a while ago, but it made an impression on me and I thought, okay, yeah, book sounds interesting and I'll buy it and I'll give it a go. So I bought it online. This is a second-hand copy that I got online, not sure where, and it's just been on my shelves for a while and I've been meaning to get to it. So I think that it was last month that me and Ariel from Reading and Whatnot were talking, and I asked her if she wanted to actually do a buddy read with me, and she said yeah, sure, and I give her a whole list of books from my bookshelf that I wouldn't mind reading, and this was one of them. So this is the one that she chose, and we did a whole buddy read on it. It was a really fun experience. Me and her both have the same thoughts and experiences with this book. Our opinions didn't really differ that much, although I felt that she slightly tolerated this book more than I did, or enjoyed it slightly more than I did rather. So as always, I will have a link down below to Ariel's channel, so please check her out. And I will also have a link down below to her collaboration video, so please check that out as well. So before I get into telling you guys what the story is all about, I just want to say my usual things here. Spoiler free, and this is going to be my own thoughts and opinions regarding this book. So the genre of this book is advertised as a thriller, but I never saw it as a thriller. It's more of a medical suspense novel than a thriller. So we are first introduced to our main character of the story, called Steve Mitchell, who is a practicing doctor at this university hospital. It's the hospital where he works at doesn't have a name, it's just referred to as University Hospital. And in this facility they obviously go to loads of lectures. There's loads of medical students going around, and this being a hospital, there is loads of people being operated on and all that stuff, like a normal hospital. Steve is a family man. He has a wife, he has two young daughters who he loves so much, but because he's kind of a workaholic, he's always working at a hospital, he doesn't spend a lot of time with his wife and his daughters. Not saying that he comes from a broken house or he can't stand to be around his family. He does, but he works really, really hard, and his family's really supportive and understanding about that as well. So when Steve is operating on all these different patients, he seems to have more of a god complex. He seems to think that he really enjoys his work, and as I said, he does really have a bit of a god complex, which I don't really know if that's the fact that these unconscious people are lying in front of him and he's basically got their lives in their hands. He is a great guy, he really is. Although he's kind of a basic character, we find out that he has two friends / assistants called Luis. I was calling him Lewis throughout the whole story, but Ariel said no, he's called Luis. I will put his spelling of his name up here so you know who yeah. He is more or less like an assistant to Steve. He's a great guy. We find out that he has some secret past, which we find out later on in the book, which helps progress the story forwards. I won't say exactly what his secret past is if you are interested in reading the book. And we also find out that there is another medical student called Gigi, who is really, really dedicated to her job. She spends pretty much all of her time in this hospital, and she knows her medical jargon inside out and her medical profession back to front and inside out, and she's really good at what she does. But things look up for Stephen as he is offered a position as a professor at this medical facility. But he has to prove his abilities and his skills as a doctor before he is granted this position. I thought that was kind of weird. I thought, well, if you're offering me the position, why do I have to prove myself? I've obviously impressed you some way, so why should I have to prove my abilities, if that made any sense at all. As the story progresses, we find out that people are mysteriously dying in hospital, which isn't an uncommon thing. People die in hospitals all the time, unfortunately. But these patients are dying for no apparent reason. They are getting better, or they're dying mysteriously. And Stephen comes across the killer. We actually find out who the killer is, because there's someone going around the hospital killing all these patients. And we find out who the killer is about halfway through the book. They actually say, "Hi, I'm the one that's doing it." And then from that point on, Stephen has to have kind of like a cat and mouse chase between him stopping the killer from murdering someone else. Because the killer says, right, if you basically stop me and find out who I'm going to kill next, I am basically going to stop what I'm doing, and basically you win. So from that point on, Stephen has a and the killer have a cat and mouse chase with each other, minds against minds, that sort of thing. It does drag out a lot. I wasn't surprised about who the killer is, and neither was Ariel. Yeah, so that's basically the storyline. I would have liked it if there was, if the killer was left right until the last minute. Like, the reader could have actually known who the killer was, but the characters couldn't. Or it could have been left completely blind to both the reader and the characters in the book. And then there could be a massive reveal at the ends. Or it could be or I thought it would have been better if Stephen had a more of a, kind of like a Jekyll and Hyde type of character, like a good and evil type of thing, where he blacks out and then his evil side takes over and he kills all these patients without him knowing that he's doing this. But that's not where the book goes. The characters are fine. None of them have a character arc. None of them go through any amount of change. And they don't really think that, and it doesn't seem like they've actually learned anything from this journey, which is a shame. This is a really interesting book, but unfortunately I thought that it was just a middle of the road average novel. So let's go straight over to Ariel now, where she'll be telling you guys everything that she liked about this book as a whole.
Hi, my name is Ariel from Reading and Whatnot, and these are going to be my overall thoughts on Doing Harm. I enjoyed the book. I definitely enjoyed it more than David did. I wouldn't read it again, but I really enjoyed reading it while I was in it. I will say that the chapters were really long, and I didn't enjoy that, but the overall story I really liked. I liked all of our characters that were sort of our main characters, except for Steve. I didn't like him too much for most of the book. I started liking him like 3/4 of the way through. I would recommend this book to anybody who enjoys medical thriller type of stuff, or anybody who wants to get into thriller and they like those medical murder mystery type dealy books or TV shows. There is surgery, and it is good, so that's one of the better things I can say about it. Thank you for taking the time to watch my clip, and back to David.
Thanks for that, Ariel, and if you want to know what my general thoughts for this book were, then don't forget to check out her video. As I said, the link will be down below, so please check her out. It's just one click away. So the rating that I'm going to give Doing Harm by Kelly Parsons is, unfortunately, because it's a middle of the road book for me, I am going to give it a 2.5 stars out of 5. As I did say, the book as a whole isn't terrible. The writing style is great and really fun to read and really easy to read. Although when it goes into talking about medical stuff, it does get into a bit more complex jargon, but nothing that will go completely over your head. But I just thought this was a middle of the road book, so I'm going to give it a 2.5 stars out of 5. So that's it, guys. That is my quick review for Doing Harm by Kelly Parsons. Yeah, I didn't really have much to say about this book, as the storyline and the plot is really simple to explain and really quick to explain to someone. So I didn't really have anything else to actually say. If you have enjoyed this video, please give it a like, comment down below, let me know if you have actually read this book, if you are planning to read it, if you are interested in medical fiction. I've only read one medical novel, and that was Twas the Night Shift Before Christmas, which is a non-fiction book based around the medical profession. So this was the second one I read. Well, technically the first medical fiction book that I've ever picked up, and I'm pretty sure the first thriller book that I picked up, and it wasn't that great a place to start off with thriller. I mean, the book is fine, don't get me wrong, I keep on saying that. But let me know if you read this, if you enjoyed it, if you didn't enjoy it, if I've maybe piqued your interest. I mean, maybe this is going to be your cup of tea or not, I'm not sure. I know B from B Reading is a nurse, so it'll be interesting to get her point of view on this book, because she works in that field. But yeah, if you have enjoyed this video as a whole, please consider subscribing to my channel, and if you do, please click on that bell so it just reminds you about whenever I upload videos, which are every Monday and Friday. I also want to insert here that I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone that's given me support on my channel and in the comments. People saying that they are enjoying my channel and my videos, and they are getting some enjoyment out of these videos, and they enjoy my channel as a whole as well. Thank you so much. It really means it really means the world to me, because when I make these videos, I am just talking to my phone and I just upload them, and I don't know how many views or how well it's going to be received. I mean, received rather. But it's just nice that people like watching my content. So thank you so much. It really means so much to me. Yeah, that's all I've got to say really. I also want to say that in June I am going to be a mood reader. I'm going to be calling the month Moody June, and pretty much throughout the whole month I am going to be a mood reader. So it should be interesting. In August, subscriber month is going to come back for the second time. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I did it last year rather. And it's pretty much where I ask my subscribers to vote for what specific book they want me to read, and I pick them out blindly, and they're the books that I read. And obviously I give the person credit, whoever suggested the book to me in the first place. Don't vote for what book you want now. I will be uploading a video for that, for people to vote for what book they want me to read in August, or subscriber month rather. So that will be at the beginning of July, so keep that in mind, guys. And also, when I reach 500 subscribers, I will be doing my first ever giveaway. So whenever I reach 500 subscribers, that will be happening. I'll also have a link down below to Ariel's channel, so once again, please don't forget to check her out. And also I will have a link down below to Pygmy Puff Reads' channel, so don't forget to check out her channel as well, where she originally brought this book to my attention. I'll also have a link down below to my Goodreads accounts in case you want to follow me on Goodreads or message me or follow me or whatever and see what books I'm going to be reading or what books I have been reading. And with all that out the way, have a great day, read some awesome books, and I will see you all in my next video.